Mark Meadows is the guy who could do some serious damage to Donald Trump because he was Donald Trump's chief of staff. He was his right-hand man. He was his confidant. During that time, Donald Trump thought that he had absolute presidential immunity, that anybody he talked to was either his lawyer, and therefore he had, lawyer-client privilege, or worked for him in the White House, and therefore he had presidential privilege. And so he was speaking fairly, plainly to Mark Meadows. And this was all during the time, the hundreds of minutes that Donald Trump was watching as the Capitol was under assault, as people were trying to hang the Vice President of the United States and murder the Speaker of the House. Mark Meadows was there as Donald Trump was sitting there giddily watching all this stuff go down. I mean, he could do some really serious damage. And according to the ABC News report, quote, according to sources, Meadows has also told federal investigators Trump was being dishonest with the public when he first claimed to have won the election only hours after polls closed on November 3rd, 2020, before the final results were in. Meadows privately, again, this is ABC News, Meadows privately told Smith's investigators that would be, Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, investigators that to this day he has yet to see any evidence of fraud that would have kept Joe Biden out of the White House. ABC reports that its reporters have found numerous assertions about the 2020 election in Meadows' 2021 book, The Chief's Chief, that, quote, appear to be contradicted by what Meadows allegedly told investigators behind closed doors. In other words, Meadows was not only there as this conspiracy was going on to destroy American democracy and make Trump dictator for life. He was not only there for it, he was part of it. And he was not only part of it, but when he published his book continued as part of it. In other words, he was promoting lies in his book that were, the ongoing Trump coup effort. But I think most importantly, he was in the West Wing throughout that entire period of time. By the way, he's also still facing racketeer charge. Now, this was, first of all, Mark Meadows' lawyer has come out and said this report by ABC News is not entirely true. So, we're going to have to wait for the other shoe to drop on this thing. But this was in the federal case in D.C., where Jack Smith is going after Donald Trump. And, Mark Meadows has apparently flipped there. So now he's also got this whole Fonnie Willis thing down in Georgia, where Ken Chesebro, Jenna Ellis, it's getting wild. And Trump is just, he's like, oh, well, they're all liars and they're all grifters and it's all a scam and, they're all taught to get. I mean, they are liars and grifters on behalf of Donald Trump, but they got busted.